Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Marcus Aurelius offers profound wisdom by stating that true is not about the vastness of our material possessions, but rather about the depth of our contentment. In today's fast-paced world, we often find ourselves caught in a relentless pursuit of more money, more status, more things. This societal pressure can lead us to believe that happiness lies in accumulation. Yet this chase often results in dissatisfaction and anxiety. Aurelius urges us to pause and reconsider. What if we focused instead on cultivating a mindset of abundance by recognizing and appreciating what we already have? This means learning to find joy in simple pleasures and valuing experiences over material gains. By reducing our desires and understanding that less can indeed be more, we can lead lives filled with genuine happiness and fulfillment. Imagine a life where your happiness isn't contingent upon the latest gadget or the biggest paycheck, but instead on meaningful relationships, personal growth, and inner peace. This shift not only liberates us from unnecessary stress, but also enriches our connections with others and the world around us. Let us embrace simplicity, for therein lies the path to true richness. When we prioritize what truly matters, we free ourselves to experience life more fully, fostering a sense of gratitude that enhances our overall well-being. Ultimately, it's not about what we have, but how we perceive our lives that defines our wealth. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Marcus Aurelius sheds light on a profound principle regarding revenge and personal integrity. When faced with betrayal or wrongdoing, the instinct to retaliate can be overwhelming. Yet Aurelius urges us to resist this impulse. The real victory lies not in striking back, but in maintaining our character and virtue despite the actions of others. Engaging in revenge only perpetuates negativity and binds us to the very behavior we despise. By refusing to mirror the actions of our enemies, we elevate ourselves above their pettiness. This choice frees us from the shackles of anger and resentment, allowing us to cultivate a mindset rooted in forgiveness and understanding. Visualize a scenario where, instead of reacting with bitterness, we respond with grace and composure. This response fosters not only our personal growth, but also reflects strength of character. In choosing kindness over vengeance, we reclaim our power and set an example for those around us. By embodying resilience and emotional strength, we demonstrate that true power lies in our ability to respond positively, turning adversity into an opportunity for growth. Ultimately, Aurelius invites us to rise above the fray, to not let others dictate our reactions. In doing so, we safeguard our inner peace and become architects of our own destiny, proving that the best way to deal with negativity is simply not to become part of it. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Marcus Aurelius offers a compelling reminder about the nature of perception and reality. In a world saturated with information, it's easy to confuse opinions with facts and viewpoints with absolute truths. Aurelius encourages us to approach everything we encounter with a discerning eye and a questioning mind. Every opinion we hear, whether from friends, family, or the media, reflects someone's personal perspective, shaped by their experiences and biases. Similarly, our own views are filtered through our emotions and beliefs. Understanding this dynamic helps us navigate life more wisely. Instead of taking everything at face value, we should seek deeper insights and challenge our assumptions. This approach fosters open-mindedness and humility. By acknowledging that our perceptions may be flawed, we create space for growth and understanding. When we engage with differing viewpoints, we expand our horizons and cultivate empathy, allowing us to connect with others on a more profound level. Imagine a conversation where instead of defending our stance aggressively, we listen actively and seek to understand the other person's perspective. This not only enhances our relationships, but also enriches our own understanding of the world. Aurelius teaches us that by embracing this mindset, we can transform conflicts into opportunities for learning and collaboration. Ultimately, the wisdom of Aurelius urges us to embrace a curious spirit. By recognizing that our views are just one piece of a larger puzzle, we foster a deeper connection to reality and those around us. This understanding empowers us to engage thoughtfully with the world, leading to richer, more meaningful interactions. Aphorism 4. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. Marcus Aurelius presents a profound perspective on loss and change, urging us to rethink our understanding of both. In a world where we often equate loss with pain and sadness, Aurelius reminds us that loss is simply a part of the continuous cycle of life. It's an essential aspect of growth, transformation, and the natural order of things. When we experience loss, be it the end of a relationship, the passing of a loved one, or the loss of a job, it's easy to fall into despair. However, Aurelius encourages us to view these moments as opportunities for renewal and reevaluation. Every ending paves the way for new beginnings, and with every change comes the potential for new experiences, insights, and connections. Imagine the changing seasons. Autumn's leaves fall, but this loss makes way for the beauty of winter, and eventually the blossoming of spring. Nature thrives on change, and so can we. By embracing this philosophy, we learn to adapt, to grow, and to find meaning even in our most challenging moments. Aurelius's words invite us to practice acceptance. Instead of resisting change, we can choose to welcome it as a natural part of our journey. This shift in perspective allows us to cultivate resilience, enabling us to bounce back from setbacks and appreciate the fleeting beauty of life. In practical terms, when faced with loss, we can ask ourselves what we can learn from the situation. What new paths may unfold as a result? By focusing on the opportunities that change brings, we empower ourselves to move forward with hope and strength. Ultimately, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that embracing change is key to living a fulfilling life. Loss, when viewed through this lens, becomes a catalyst for growth and renewal, allowing us to appreciate the rich tapestry of our existence. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. Marcus Aurelius delivers a powerful call to action with this insightful statement. In a world filled with discussions about ethics, morality, and the ideal way of living, it's easy to get caught up in debates and theories. Aurelius, however, urges us to shift our focus from mere words to tangible actions. Too often, we find ourselves analyzing and critiquing the behavior of others while neglecting our own responsibilities. We might ponder what it means to be a good person, but Aurelius emphasizes that true goodness is not about discussing ideals. It's about embodying them in our daily lives. This principle calls for introspection and accountability. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment to demonstrate our values or for others to set the standard, we should take initiative. What does it look like to be kind, compassionate, and just in our interactions with others? It's about making conscious choices that reflect our principles, that even in small, everyday actions. Imagine a moment when you could choose to help a stranger or support a friend in need. Aurelius would argue that those are the moments that define our character, not the grand declarations we make. He invites us to be proactive in our goodness, reminding us that actions speak louder than words. Additionally, this aphorism encourages us to stop procrastinating our growth. The quest for becoming a better person is a continuous journey, not a destination. By choosing to be good today, we set a positive example for others, creating a ripple effect of kindness in our communities. In essence, Marcus Aurelius inspires us to live with integrity and purpose. Instead of getting lost in theoretical discussions about morality, let's focus on living our values every day. By doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also inspire those around us to follow suit. Ultimately, the legacy we leave is not found in our words, but in our actions. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Marcus Aurelius presents a profound truth in this statement, inviting us to explore the relationship between our inner selves and the world around us. To live in harmony with oneself means to cultivate a deep understanding of our thoughts, emotions, and values. It requires introspection and self-acceptance, acknowledging both our strengths and weaknesses without judgment. When we achieve this internal balance, we align ourselves with the greater universe. This harmony reflects a natural order, where our actions and beliefs resonate with the world we inhabit. Think of it as a symphony. Each note contributes to the overall melody. When we are attuned to our true selves, we play our part in the grand orchestration of life. However, this journey isn't always easy. We often encounter external pressures, societal expectations, relationships, and even our own fears that disrupt our inner peace. Aurelius reminds us that despite these challenges, the key lies within. By prioritizing our mental and emotional well-being, we can navigate life's uncertainties with grace and clarity. Living harmoniously with ourselves also fosters empathy and compassion toward others. When we understand our own struggles, we become more tolerant of the imperfections in others. This understanding helps build connections, creating a ripple effect of positivity that can influence those around us. Additionally, when we act in accordance with our values, we experience a profound sense of fulfillment. This alignment enhances our resilience, empowering us to face life's challenges with a steadfast heart. By embracing our authentic selves, we cultivate a life rich with meaning and purpose. In essence, Aurelius encourages us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and acceptance. When we harmonize our inner world, we naturally create a more peaceful existence within the universe. This practice not only transforms our own lives, but also contributes to a more compassionate and understanding world. By striving for this harmony, we become not just better individuals, but a force for good in the lives of others. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Marcus Aurelius draws an intriguing analogy between life and wrestling, suggesting that life demands strength, strategy, and resilience rather than merely grace and fluidity. In wrestling, every move counts. It requires an acute awareness of your opponent's actions and the ability to adapt swiftly to changing circumstances. This comparison serves as a powerful reminder that life isn't always a smooth, choreographed dance. It's filled with challenges and conflicts that test our mettle. We often find ourselves grappling with difficulties, be it personal struggles, professional obstacles, or the unpredictable nature of relationships. Just like a wrestler must be prepared for the unexpected moves of their opponent, we must stay alert and ready to face life's surprises. Aurelius emphasizes the importance of mental fortitude and adaptability in navigating these challenges. Rather than shying away from difficulties, we should confront them head-on. This approach not only builds our resilience, but also sharpens our ability to think critically and respond effectively under pressure. Life, much like wrestling, teaches us that we often need to pivot and adjust our strategies based on the circumstances we encounter. Moreover, wrestling involves training, discipline, and perseverance. Success doesn't come from mere talent. It's honed through consistent effort and dedication. Similarly, living well requires us to engage actively in self-improvement and to cultivate virtues like patience, courage, and wisdom. Each experience, whether a setback or a victory, contributes to our growth. While dancing might represent joy and celebration, Aurelius reminds us that life's beauty also lies in the struggle and the fight. It's in overcoming adversity that we find our strength and character. This wrestling match with life is what shapes us, making our moments of triumph even sweeter. In embracing this perspective, we learn to appreciate the complexities of existence. We understand that every challenge we face is an opportunity for growth, a chance to refine our skills, and a moment to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world. By approaching life as a wrestling match, we empower ourselves to navigate its complexities with resilience and grace, ultimately emerging stronger and more capable than before. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius succinctly encapsulates a fundamental principle of ethical living. This profound wisdom urges us to align our actions and words with integrity and truth. In a world where the lines between right and wrong can often become blurred, Aurelius calls upon us to stand firm in our moral convictions. The first part of this statement, if it is not right, do not do it, serves as a powerful reminder of personal accountability. It challenges us to evaluate our decisions carefully, to consider the implications of our actions, not just on ourselves, but on those around us. Every choice we make carries weight and has the potential to affect others profoundly. This wisdom encourages us to act with purpose and ensure that our actions contribute positively to the lives of those we encounter. In our daily lives, we often face dilemmas that test our values. It can be tempting to take shortcuts or to act in ways that may not align with our principles for the sake of convenience or gain. However, Aurelius emphasizes the importance of sticking to our moral compass, reminding us that true fulfillment comes from acting in accordance with our values. The second part of the statement, if it is not true, do not say it, highlights the critical role of honesty in our interactions. Words have the power to build bridges or create divides. They can heal or harm. When we choose to speak, we must consider whether our words reflect the truth. This commitment to truthfulness fosters trust and respect in our relationships, allowing for deeper connections and more meaningful conversations. Furthermore, Aurelius' insight encourages self-reflection. It prompts us to ask ourselves whether our motivations are genuine and whether we are communicating authentically. In an age where misinformation can spread rapidly, embracing truth becomes even more essential. By speaking truthfully, we contribute to a culture of transparency and integrity. Ultimately, this aphorism invites us to live with intention and integrity. It challenges us to be vigilant in our actions and mindful in our words. When we commit to doing what is right and speaking what is true, we cultivate a life of authenticity and honor. In doing so, we not only elevate ourselves, but also inspire those around us to embrace the same principles, creating a ripple effect of positive change in our communities and the world. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius delivers a profound insight into the nature of happiness and its intrinsic connection to our thoughts. This statement serves as a reminder that our mental landscape shapes our experience of life. In a world often filled with distractions and negativity, Aurelius encourages us to cultivate a positive and constructive mindset. At its core, this aphorism emphasizes that happiness is not solely determined by external circumstances, but rather by how we perceive and interpret those circumstances. Our thoughts wield incredible power. They can either uplift us or bring us down. By choosing to focus on positive, empowering thoughts, we create a fertile ground for joy and contentment. Consider how often we allow negative thoughts to cloud our judgment. When faced with challenges, it can be easy to spiral into a cycle of self-doubt and despair. However, Aurelius reminds us that we have the agency to reshape our mental narratives. Instead of succumbing to defeatist thinking, we can reframe our challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Moreover, this aphorism highlights the importance of mindfulness and self-awareness. By being conscious of our thought patterns, we can identify toxic or unproductive beliefs that may be holding us back. Practicing mindfulness allows us to step back and assess our thoughts without judgment, providing clarity and perspective. In practical terms, this insight encourages us to cultivate habits that enhance our mental well-being. Engaging in practices such as gratitude journaling, meditation, or simply taking moments to reflect on positive experiences can significantly impact our overall happiness. By actively nurturing our minds, we become architects of our own happiness. Ultimately, Aurelius' wisdom invites us to recognize the pivotal role our thoughts play in shaping our lives. By choosing to focus on the positive, we not only enhance our own happiness, but also create a more uplifting atmosphere for those around us. As we cultivate a mindset centered on growth, gratitude, and positivity, we contribute to a more harmonious existence, both for ourselves and for the world we inhabit. Let us say what we feel and feel what we say. In this powerful statement, Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of authenticity in our communication and emotional expression. He urges us to align our words with our true feelings, fostering genuine connections with ourselves and others. This principle encourages us to speak from the heart, ensuring that our interactions are rooted in sincerity. Often, we find ourselves caught in the trap of societal expectations, where we might suppress our true emotions to conform to what we think is acceptable. Aurelius reminds us that honesty is not only vital for our own peace of mind, but also essential for building trust and intimacy in relationships. When we communicate authentically, we create an environment where others feel safe to express their own thoughts and emotions, leading to deeper connections. Furthermore, this aphorism highlights the significance of self-awareness. To say what we feel, we must first understand our own emotions. This self-reflection allows us to identify and articulate our true feelings, making our communication more impactful and meaningful. It encourages us to take responsibility for our emotions, rather than projecting them onto others, fostering healthier interactions. Practically, embracing this principle can transform our relationships. By expressing ourselves honestly, we invite open dialogue and create opportunities for vulnerability. This openness paves the way for empathy, understanding, and compassion, enriching our connections with those we care about. Moreover, Aurelius' wisdom encourages us to practice emotional honesty, even in difficult situations. It's easy to express joy and love, but what about fear, sadness, or frustration? By acknowledging and sharing our full range of emotions, we break down barriers and foster a culture of acceptance. This not only helps us process our feelings, but also allows others to relate and support us in our struggles. Ultimately, this aphorism is a call to authenticity, urging us to embrace our true selves and communicate with integrity. By saying what we feel and feeling what we say, we cultivate deeper relationships, foster emotional resilience, and create a life that reflects our innermost truths. In a world that often encourages masks and facades, let us strive for genuine expression and connection. In conclusion, Marcus Aurelius' insights on love, wealth, and authenticity remind us that true richness comes from deep connections and genuine expressions of emotion. He teaches us to value relationships over material possessions and to align our words with our feelings. As we apply these principles, we foster deeper connections and create meaningful lives. Let's take these lessons to heart, embracing love and authenticity in our daily interactions to enrich both our lives and the lives of those around us.